Hello, welcome back, voidlings, or welcome if you're new. We're out here by my garden that I just planted. Got some tomatoes. We out here in the suburbs of Detroit. What up, though? And yeah, I don't know. I'm not coming in with any particular downloads. I think I just want to pull some cards and okay. Self-worth. We're going to talk about self-worth and reflection today. You are what you attract. Interesting way to put that. You attract what you are. You are what you attract. Mirroring. Someone here needs to understand that what they are projecting out is what they are. You see people out here doing what you want to do, and your shadow tells you that you're not good enough, you're not cool enough. What you're seeing in these people is what you are. Your level of self-worth is being reflected, and it's triggering the fuck out of you because a part of you is not ready to admit how fucking powerful you are, how fucking cool you are, how fucking attractive you are, because someone down the line said that you weren't. And this fucking shit needs to be processed and released. You attract what you are. You are what you attract, and you are attracting people, opportunities, circumstances that are a direct vibrational match to who you really are. And I think in the past, if you're here, you probably just came out of a pretty big period of shadow work, maybe even like 10 years, 10 years, like a full Saturn cycle of harsh learning lessons of shadow work. You are being reflected your shadow. And if you integrated that knowledge and understanding, if you had that compassion and empathy towards the people who were hurting you, not to excuse what they did, but understand that you're an equal and opposite vibrational match to that. For example, the whole thing of the narcissist, that everyone's always complaining about these narcissists and not realizing that they are an equal and opposite match to the narcissism. The cycle of codependency, it depends on both. And yet we blame the narcissist, say, I'm the empath, they're the narcissist. The empath is an equal vibrational match to the narcissist because they are equally narcissistic. It's just showing up in the opposite way. You understand? So if you're here, it means you've integrated those lessons. You've come out on the other side of this long, dark, healing journey. And now you're going to be reflected your light. You are moving towards the light. No figure. Go fucking figure. The sun is all up in this reading. I didn't plan it that way. You are being reflected your light. You're being reflected your highest timeline, your higher consciousness, and it's fucking triggering to the old script that says you're not worth it, you're not valuable. This is about self-worth. You are worthy. You are valid. You are light. You are stepping into your highest paradigm, and it's going to trigger the fuck out of you. Because before, you were the light in the darkness. So you were revealed your darkness. What happens now when you're surrounded by light, huh? We don't want to downplay the pain of the past that caused this part of yourself. This part of yourself needs to be nurtured. It's okay to go slow. We don't want to shock the system. When you break your heart open, when you expand your capacity to hold grief, you expand your capacity to hold love. And I feel like you've been doing this too. You've been opening your heart. There have been all these experiences over the past 10 years where you had to integrate your darkness. There was a lot of pain. But now your capacity to hold light, to hold love, it's just It's profound. Do you know? And again, it's not to excuse everything that happened. And like, we're human, right? We're spirit made manifest in human form. The human part of us, the pain is real. And we can't downplay that. We don't want to downplay that. The Ace of Wands. You're being given an opportunity to show up, to create. It's time. It's time. It's time. Period, wand. It's time. You're being handed your wand. Someone's passing you a torch. Someone's passing you a torch. The Lovers and the Ace of Wands. The Four of Wands just came out, y'all. Someone in your community is passing you the torch. You're being invited into a community. You're being invited in. Someone's passing you a torch. If you've been wanting to step into something, to create, to perform, to speak, I'm hearing teach, someone is offering you an opportunity that's taking you out of a place of stillness, out of a place of fear, of pain, of heartbreak. You are being introduced, I'm hearing. Someone's introducing you to someone, pulling you out of one game and into another, I'm hearing. You're being pulled into the game. It's like, I'm seeing like, like in grade school and maybe even in high school too, you play like fucking dodgeball or whatever, and people pick teams. You're being picked for a team. The Chariot. Wow. This is a glow up, a grow up, a powerful next step in your evolution. This is a graduation. It's interesting I mentioned grad school because this is the card of like graduating high school and moving on to college, or graduating college and moving on to the next stage, right? It's an evolution. It's a graduation. It's a celebration. Your identity, your ego has evolved. This is the next step of the journey that you're embarking on. And I'm hearing you're returning home. You returned home to self, to truth, to the light. That could be literal for some of you. Maybe you moved, like literally returning to a home or going home or moving homes, moving to a location that better suits your energy. It's an equal fucking opposite vibrational match to you. Maybe you've been in a period of being very isolated, withdrawn within. Sorry, it's getting hot. And now you're externalizing, again, the Lover's card. You're being taken out of your depth. You're being taken out of the darkness and into the light. You're being taken out of isolation into socialization. It might be a little clunky, a little funky, because you've been on a deeper part of your healing journey. You've been on an internal, inward, hermit part of the journey, but now you're being called out. Someone's pulling you out of that and into a community, a circle, a service. Your services are needed. Strength card. You got this. You have the capacity for this. And you have so much integrity and promise. Your capacity to hold the light, you have it, babe. You have it. This is what you've been doing the work for. You are strong. You can do this, right? You've been building the muscle, the energetic muscle to hold this amount of light, this amount of focus, I'm hearing. This amount of attention, I'm hearing. There's something Spirit promised you. What did Spirit promise them? That you are loved, that you are so loved and taken care of. What did Spirit promise them? That you do have a purpose, that you do have a place in this world, but it's different. It's weird. If you're here in this community, let me tell you, it's not normal. It's not conventional. We're not normal and conventional here. This is a channel for the black sheep. If you're ADHD, if you're queer, if you're non-binary, trans, fucking, you feel like you're an outlier in society, an outsider in society, you think differently, you think through higher consciousness thought, you see through the propaganda, the lies, the bullshit. Oh yeah. You seek truth and justice above all else. People may have called you crazy, out of touch. It's just a phase. Whatever it is, it's not. Ooh, what is this? Hold on. Okay, so justice came out with fucking temperance. The angels are guiding you in this. Like, this is... Karma's on your fucking back. Karma is your wings. You are a truth seeker, a healer, a divinator, a channeler, a medium. 10 of Pentacles and King of Wands. And this is supposed to be where you operate from. This is where you get your abundance from. Who's that? Is that the Cardinal? Confirmation chirp, whoever that was. When I was planting this garden, a cardinal came to me. And I felt like it was blessing the garden. Because it was like when I was trying to find the right spot. Oh my God, this is a message. Okay, it's not the cardinal, but there's a whole group of birds that are speaking. They're the angels coming through. But so the cardinal came to me when I was in the backyard trying to find the right spot for my garden. And I was kind of walking around like, where should I do it? And then this cardinal came and started chirping right at me. And cardinal is a sign from spirit. It's a messenger, right? As all birds are, but cardinals especially have a tie to, like, you know, a passed on loved one or ancestor. And my babcia, I'm actually living in the place where my ancestors from Poland, my grandma and grandpa from Poland, they moved here in the 1950s to this suburb of Detroit. And my grandma, she always had gardens. She always had a garden. She always was so good with roses. And I felt like it was her. When I got to this spot, I was like, I think this is the spot. And then the cardinal came through and was like, yeah. And I feel like that's a confirmation, because when the Chariot card came up, we were talking about finding the right place. Maybe you've been on a longer journey of trying to find where you belong, where you can truly offer your services. And I feel like maybe you're like me, where you went on this long journey, like literally a physical journey of like moving a lot, and you ended up right where you started. And there's something about that that's so fucking triggering, because it feels like, but I was here before and I had to leave because I had too much pain here, 3 of Swords. But now this place is an equal opposite vibrational match for you. Like, you belong to be here right now. If you're in that same position as me, where you're starting over, where you started, like you're back to square one, you went on this full journey with the Chariot, and now you're like back here. This is your justice. This is your comeback era. You are ready for this. You're ready to show up authentically in whichever space you find yourself in right now. Okay, there's a spider on this stick right by my phone that has been hanging out this entire time. And spiders are a sign of transformation, dark feminine energy, Scorpio energy. You may be a Scorpio or have a lot of Scorpio in your chart. You are weaving parts of yourself together. You're integrating parts of yourself. You are weaving your life together. You are learning about the cycles of life and learning that it's time to externalize. It's time to shine your light. The angels, Karma herself, who on this channel we never call a bitch, because Karma is not a bitch, she is that bitch. That's what I always say. Karma's not a bitch, she is that bitch. We are always manifesting. We are constantly manifesting. It doesn't matter what intention setting work you're doing. It doesn't matter what you are putting out there, really. It's your vibration. And spirit will only give you what you're ready to handle. So what you're getting right now is what you can handle right now. Strength card, you're ready for this. You're ready for this. That strength card that came out with all these, so much major arcana. We got the Lovers, we got strength, we got justice, we got temperance. Like, you are being guided. This is your justice. This is your karmic completion. And your karmic vibration at this time is geared towards abundance. Shining your light, being the fucking boss that you know that you are, stepping up into service and providing for the community, for even online, finding your zone, finding the environment, finding yourself without even trying, finding yourself in the environments that support you, that give back to you. Because you're an equal and opposite vibrational match to it now, because you have done a fucking 10-year journey of shadow work and karmic completions at this point, ancestral healing, karmic healing. It's in your DNA now. The vibration you are sending out is that I'm ready for more. I am ready for expansion. I'm ready for abundance. I believe in it now. And yes, where we started, we were talking about that script, that old script of unworthiness. It's still there. That's okay. It doesn't matter, because your vibration has changed. Your vibration has changed. Oh my God, what I'm feeling in my body right now. Oh my God, I am feeling the love. I am feeling the power. I am feeling the power of God in your DNA, because you have let it in. You have finally let your light in. And the shadow work, you needed it to bring you here, but you're done. Can you accept that you're done, that you've done enough work, that you've let the light in? You've let the truth in of who you are, that you're loved, that you're divine, that you have a service to give the world. You have something to give the world. You let the light in. You're letting it shine on you. Let it go in you. And you're going to give it to the world, and you are going to receive abundance on behalf of it, because you are accepting the truth that you are abundant, that you are pure love, and that abundance exists in the world. And the script in the world is that, no, you have to work for it. You have to be pure. You're a sinner. You're not good enough. You should be ashamed. You have to mold yourself to be good enough to receive, to be a specific type of person to receive. All of that is bullshit, and you know that now. You know it down to your DNA. You have healed this on behalf of your bloodline. Okay? So this was passed down. Consider my story of my Polish ancestors. They're coming in this reading, so I'm going to talk about it because it must be relevant, okay? There's something about that. They came here to America, and what did they do? They had to assimilate. They had to learn English. They had to, find work and assimilate to an extent. And that pressure to assimilate and conform in order to survive was passed down to my mom. And what did she do? She didn't teach me Polish. I grew up with my babcia, so luckily I had some of my heritage still that I inherited and gained through practice of like certain traditions and foods and things. But for the most part, I've had to go on a journey as an adult to tap more into my heritage, my ethnicity, and where I come from, right? But my mom taught me that shame of, oh, we're weird. We're the weird ones, because she grew up in an immigrant family. She grew up as an immigrant. So there was like this feeling of we're weird. So we have to try to be as American as possible. So what did she do? She converted to evangelical Christianity. She didn't teach us Polish, only English. She made sure that we were always trying to be good students, be involved in all the sports and things, do what all of the normal Americans were doing. Because she knew that that white privilege that we would gain from that would help us survive within capitalism, within this colonial state. But really all it did was it taught me that I was weird, that I was wrong, because who I naturally was none of that. And, I was her worst nightmare. I'm autistic, I'm queer. It's like, I'm all these things that you're not supposed to be to fit into this society to survive. But I've gone on this journey, and I've accepted myself now. And I love myself now. And it was not easy. It's not easy when your very own family tells you that you're wrong, and you're raised in a religion that tells you that you're wrong, that you're a sinner, that you're going to hell. Fuck that. And luckily, I'm on this journey now where I've healed my relationship with God. I've healed my relationship with spirituality, because that shit is important to me, and it always has been. And if you're here, it probably is for you too, that you were always naturally tapped in. You're a light worker, you're a healer, you're a liminal space walker. You've always been tapped into these different dimensional realities. But maybe you were taught, like me, that there was only one way to receive it, was like through this very strict path. But you've busted that wide open. And there's no going back. There's no going back. And you know, I say all that, it's like no shade to my mom, obviously. Like, when you actually look at the research on epigenetics, it's the grandkids who heal the trauma. Because the first generation of the trauma, the kids of the grandparents, they're too busy in survival mode and trying to maintain. They can't heal it, and it's then the grandkids who heal it, right? So, all right, let's move on. Any other messages? Yeah, let me know in the comments, how long have you been on this journey, the tower? Like, mind-blowing moment after mind-blowing moment, huh? Spiritual awakening after spiritual awakening. It's been kind of brutal, eh? Damn, and then judgment right after that. How long have you been on this journey? When was your first... I want to know, when was your first spiritual awakening, and what number are you on now? I feel like I'm on my third. And that was mentioned, I think, in the last reading, because, like, yeah, we're reflecting each other in this tribe. Like, I really feel like we're building a community of people who are on a similar path, right? Like, we're on this ascension journey together. Which is why we got the Lovers. Hello, Eight of Pentacles. There's something you're meant to do. There's something you have been working on. Yeah, this is about the journey. You've been fucking putting in that work. I know that's right. Literal work too. I know some of you have probably been in therapy. You've been doing different healing modalities, different practices. You've been learning different skills, and it's all been for self-healing. But now you have a repertoire. You've come to a place of completion with it where you can now offer it to others. So some of you are meant to have like a spiritually based business, that if you start moving into that, we got that 10 of Pentacles, yeah, 7 of Pentacles. It takes time to build in the physical realm, but energetically, you are already there, you're already successful. It's just about getting into that flow state, being consistent with it. The Empress, hell yeah. You could be like me and literally have a garden, but you're learning about this. You're learning about, okay, also too, like, you've gotten to a certain place with the energy, and now there's something about the physical aspect that needs to be integrated. So the regular practice, the regular work, it's a little mundane, but we can find ways to make it fun. But be consistent with it, and you are bound to succeed, because the energy is within you. You've harnessed this energy for creation, and you're ready to export it, export, put it out there. The creative life force energies are just like you are fucking harnessing it. Lovers is back at the bottom of the deck. I love that full circle moment. Yeah, you are attracting some... Okay, so this is another message. Some of you are in the Empress... Oh, and I did say this. Yeah, some of you are in the Empress energy. You're attracting an Emperor energy. So you're kind of like... You're sustaining your energy, 7 of Pentacles. And there's a lot of like... harnessing of the energy. Maybe you're having to do a lot of resting because you just exited a period of chaos. So you're having to kind of like recenter, find your groove, find your energy, do consistent routine things like every day that kind of uplift your spirits and keep you, you know, it's like you're maintaining your body. You're getting your body ready for creation. That's what the Empress is doing, right? Getting very in touch with the cycles, with the flow, your sleep cycle, all of that, your eating, whatever is making you feel good, keeping your body in a balanced place. And you're doing all this, you're really kind of focused on the mundane, but you're attracting a match. You're attracting an emperor, someone who's going to pull you out of this place and bring you into something. That's what I said at the beginning, right? Okay, I'm getting really hot. So I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards and then call it good. Oh my God, I'm sweating. It heats up so fast. All right, can we get any more confirmation or clarification about this? That someone is pulling you out of a place of stillness and rest and waiting in order to bring you into something where you're going to be providing your services and creating something really beautiful for the collective. Okay, first quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. So the first quarter moon is all about commitment. What you really want to apply yourself to, really choosing if this is what you want or not. And I feel like for you, it's like you've made a change recently and you're having to really stick to it because things are slow right now, but that's intentional. So don't, oh my God, this came out in another reading. Don't jump ship quite yet. Just you wait, you. Just a little longer. Disseminating moon, take time to breathe out. Exactly. Give yourself that time to rest and restore. That's okay. And full moon in Cancer, a personal issue reaches resolution. This is the old script. You're psyched because this is related to the Chariot energy. You're releasing that old script of unworthiness. So you need a little more time as you transition between identities, and that's okay. And when you're ready, there's going to be an opportunity, Ace of Wands, that's going to come out and take you out of this stillness. So just stay put. Don't do anything crazy right now. If you're bored, you're like, okay, I did the thing you asked for. Like, what's happening? Just try not to jump ship. Try not to do something crazy, you know? Just maybe you need to garden, or you need to walk every day, or you need to do something to just, you know, stay grounded, stay focused, stay committed to see where this goes. I just want you to see where this goes, okay? Don't run just yet. See where this goes. You're, you know, it takes a minute. Like, I planted these seedlings. It's going to take a minute for them to grow. They don't grow into fruit overnight. That's the Seven of Pentacles energy. Ooh, sensuality. We did get the Lovers. So whoever this person is, they may be calling you out of singlehood. I just heard, no thank you. Sorry. But sensuality, this is also the Empress energy. So this is getting in touch with Silver at the bottom of the deck, which came out in another reading recently. This is about getting into what really feels good to you, what feels good to your body, your mind, your soul. Getting back in touch with what is pleasurable and just like the romanticism of life. Getting in touch with the cycles and just the flow of life and finding the pleasure in that right now. Also, there's something about you, because your energy has shifted, you're very attractive right now. You're attracting fairies. There is magic. There is mystery. Monsters and myth. There is mystery. Magic, getting in touch with the magic and mystery of life. Understand that this part of the cycle is very sensual. It's very mysterious. Like, can we honor and revel in the fact that we don't know what the fuck is happening next? That is pretty cool, actually. Leo. Oh yeah, that's that King of Wands energy. The Emperor energy, the Strength card energy. Yeah, you are in the divine feminine right now. And I feel like there is someone with a lot more divine masculine energy that is going to call you out. Ace of Wands. You're attracting this. And I do feel like, again, with the Leo energy, a lot of you might have spiritually based businesses, or you may be performers or artists or creatives. I feel like those are the types of people I'm going to attract in this community. So just know you're on the right path. Don't jump ship yet. You are attracting something that is an equal match to how much your vibration has shifted and elevated. So just try daily, even though that old script is there, it's okay. Just try to balance it out with the understanding and the knowing that you are loved, that you are divinely guided, that you were in the right place at the right time, and just wait a little bit and just try to find daily pleasures and like get comfortable with this period of rest. It's actually a very sensual place to be, and enjoy it, because I think very soon there's going to be a lot of activity for you. We're going from the 7 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles. We got the Ace of Wands, we got the Leo energy. Like, you're not going to be here forever, so enjoy it while it lasts, and just really ground, really root, and really get in touch with the earth, with your body. It'll really help. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know how this landed for you. And of course, as always, feel free to join me over on Patreon. I do a weekly astro forecast every Sunday, and I also do monthly collective tarot readings, which is more geared towards the astrology. But yeah, astrology stuff is on Patreon. But yeah, bye.